kids who were there, not this past summer, but the summer previous, 2017 summer, went through this to set up some goals, and so they'd be familiar, but people brand new or mentees brand new to the program, it's going to be brand new to them. So just some goal setting things if you need some resources to help you figure out what kinds of things would work when setting a goal. Okay. I have found that it helps if mentors also set goals with their mentees or their own personal goals. And that way you guys can talk back and forth about what's working and what's not working with your goals. So think about that. Okay. You'll notice that the calendar tells you what weeks are mentor planned and what lessons we're doing. Sorry, we just lost all those. There we go. So if you have questions about lessons or things like that, let me know.
So we're not supposed to do the 2017-2018 lesson schedule?
So the one at the bottom, this is the 2017-2018.
Yeah, I was confused by it because it said like food skills 9-3-18. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. So here's what happened is I started working on this one for this year, not knowing that Cody was working on this other tab.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the old one. I'll go back and I'll delete all those and things like that. And so follow the one at the bottom of the page that says 2017-2018. And I don't know why this keeps changing the date. But anyway, I'll figure it out. The bottom one is the correct one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, friends, I'm going back to class.
Okay, Mal, have fun. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. So does that make sense to everybody?
So we're not doing the food prep, it's the self-awareness is the first section.
Power of vulnerability.
Correct. The power of vulnerability. It's under self-awareness in the lessons.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm sorry, that was Cody was working on it and I was working on it and we just weren't communicating because anyway, doesn't matter.
So I have a question. I don't know if I just haven't looked super closely at the lessons yet, but the week that says goal check-in, what is that?
So I was just talking about that we want you guys to set goals with the mentees, have them do some goals. And so if you don't if you don't have a goal set already with your mentees, I don't know how many of you have met with your mentee already this week. Has anybody met with their mentee?
I have.
Okay. So one of you.
And Brianne.
Okay. Okay. I assume that you will meet with them sometime this week because this is our first week of contract. If you want to set some goals with them for, this next couple of months, that would be fine. Maybe you do that. It's that fourth week in September. Instead of doing a goal check-in, set some goals that fourth week, and then you can check in on them, in October. Okay. So we're going to talk, I'm going to send out an email later this week, kind of talking about what Cody would like you to do as far as the goals go. I know she wanted to be here tonight to help us talk about that, but she's out of town.
Did we meet Cody at the weekend?
No, Cody was not there. No, she's in charge of curriculum. Well, was in charge. So she's written all these lessons for us, which is pretty awesome. So, okay. So watch for an email. I'm going to talk to Cody. Maybe I'll even have Cody email you guys about how she wants that goal stuff done. So as far as this month goes, I would use that fourth week to make some goals. Because I think at that point you will have, done 3 weeks with your mentee, you build a relationship a little bit more, and it may be a good thing to do. Start doing some goals.
You know what the goals would all entail, like?
So it can be whatever your mentee wants. Okay. So if they want to be reading their scriptures more, if they want to be exercising more, if they want to get better grades this quarter, if they're gonna, it's whatever.
Yeah, for example, Kyler wants to get a 3.0 in his GPA this year.
Okay. So that would be something that he could do. And so in this goals right here, it goes through and talks about the different things, like it has to be measurable. You have to have a date by when you want it done. And things
Like a SMART goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a good resource right here if you are confused about what to do. This PowerPoint, right? This goal setting session. Okay, would be a good thing to do. Okay, I'm gonna go back to here so I can see everybody and you don't have to see my screen. Okay, if you have already met with your mentee, make sure that you have filled out your mentor progress report. Those of you who haven't yet, make sure you do that for this week when you meet with your mentee. Okay?
Now, the progress report is the spreadsheet.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
That is the spreadsheet. So let me pull that. And this is the first year we've done those. And so if that isn't working for us, then we need to know.
I liked it.
No, I think
I
it's
kind of
great.
liked it.
So once again, I'm going to go to the screen share and show you what this looks like. So this one's Mallory's. She hasn't put anything in, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be showing it to you. But this is what it looks like. So the date that you met, the lesson or topic discussed, excuse me, how many minutes you spent there, lessons learned, areas that need improvement, overall evaluation, and then follow up for the next meeting, meaning your next meeting with your mentee. Okay, so that way Brother Hackey and I can look at these and make sure everybody is meeting and we can see what's going on. I think the plan, whoa, sorry, what?
I'm sorry.
No,
For
that's good.
that, with areas that need improvement and what went well, what kind of things are you like looking for? What do you want to know?
Okay, so right here, Sarah's written the example, hard time staying on topic sometimes.
Okay.
So if you're not getting your mentee to participate, if they don't want to talk a whole lot, then that needs, that's something that you could write there. If you maybe in a week that you only texted them, you write there and say, we only text messaged, I need to meet face to face. That way Spencer and I can look at that and say, okay, we need to have a little chat with the mentor or the mentee committee. Okay. So mostly this is just going to be stuff that you guys need to improve in your meetings. So maybe it falls on you and you say, I need to prepare my lesson better for next time. Things like that. Okay. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So please fill those out. We're going to do this instead of the survey. I know you guys got an email. Some of you did, to take a survey for this month's meeting. That was just an automated email that we forgot to stop. So this is going to replace the email, or sorry, the survey. And so that way we can take a look at what's happening every week instead of a month picture and the same survey every month. Okay. Are there any questions for me? Anything that you're still unclear about? Yeah, Richard.
If we can't, for some reason or another, meet with our mentee for an entire week, can we do 2 meetings in 1 week and that's good?
Yeah, you can, but you need to let us know that
Okay.
you've tried, because in the contract it says if you've tried to reach out to your mentee 3 times without a response from them, then you have to let the mentor committee know so we can take care of things.
Well, it's not about my mentee so much not being able to meet, but me, because I have my honeymoon next week.
Oh, sure, honeymoons. No, that's where Josh is tonight too. Josh is on his honeymoon, so
Oh, okay.
we understand that does happen.
I'll talk to you privately.
Fair enough. Sounds
We
good.
understand that does happen.
Okay, some of us understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to single out the single people.
No, it just was funny.
I personally hold you accountable, Richard.
Good, it's all Richard's fault. Okay, so I know those of you who have mentored before, this is all stuff that you know, which is great. Okay. Anybody who's brand new, are we okay with things? We're clear?
Yeah.
We got the lesson plans. If you have any questions, please text me, Marco Polo me, email me, something, so that way we can help you out. I don't want you going through like a week or 2 weeks without knowing or feeling confident in what you're doing.
I guess I just want to clarify, the way that you will know that we're meeting and what we're doing is simply the spreadsheet.
Yes.
There's nothing else to notify you, it's just the spreadsheet.
Nope, just the spreadsheet.
Yeah, okay, sounds
So
good.
with that,
Oh, sorry.
so with that spreadsheet, do we just have to have it completed by the end of the week, or?
You know, I would do it right as you finish up your meeting with your mentee.
Okay.
That way it's fresh, you remember, instead of waiting till like the end of the week. So, and I will be checking those every week, probably on a Saturday, just to make sure that everybody's meeting. Okay? So I would say have it done by Saturday night. Sorry, Ruth.
Okay.
You're good. So the time spent that it says on the spreadsheet, does that mean just within the lesson, or I think you call them in chat or whatever?
Okay, so anytime that you are having contact with your mentee during your meeting time. So if you start at 7 o'clock, but you don't get into your lesson until like 7:15 just because you've been touching base and getting filled in on the weekend, count that time.
Okay.
Anytime that you're having a face-to-face contact with your mentee, it's mentoring.
Okay. And
Okay.
could we add more like cells to the spreadsheet that would help us with tracking progress for ourselves and for them?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to add anything to the spreadsheet, go ahead and do that. That shouldn't be a problem. Anything that you need us to know that you feel like would be good to help your relationship with your mentee, that would be great.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who else reviews the spreadsheet? It's for you and for is it also the mentee committee?
I need to talk to Sarah about that if we want the mentee committee involved in that. But I know members of the board will have it, including Sarah.
Okay.
We want confidentiality, but
Yeah.
really the mentee committee is also like involved in these kids' lives.
Right.
Right. So I will let you know as soon as I know for sure who has
Okay.
access. That way you can not say bad things about people in them who might be reading.
Well, not that it matters, and I trust your judgment or whoever gets to see
Wow,
it, but
Decker
it
is
makes me
such
feel
a
better to know.
boss.
I know.
Bossy
Okay.
lady.
I know. That's how I roll. I'm not bossy. I just have good leadership skills.
Right.
Call it, girl.
Anything else? Is everybody feeling okay about things?
Yeah.
You guys have been talking to your mentees,
Oh, for sure.
even outside of just talking, the official stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, excellent.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Yes.
So, for the future, if we can't come to these meetings, how do we find the recording? Is it just going to be on this app?
So what I think we're going to end up doing is we are going to create an ICYCF YouTube channel that will be private just to us, where we'll post our meetings.
Okay.
Okay, Brother Hackey's in charge of making that happen, and so he'll make it happen.
Cool.
Okay, and then we'll send out the link and people can watch it from there. Okay? Excellent. Thank you for those of you who have let me know ahead of time that, there might be a conflict. Yeah, I think Tuesday nights are probably going to work the best for us for right now. If we need to change, then we could possibly change later. Because I am flexible. I've got, just have school tomorrow, so.
It's picture day. Don't forget.
It is picture day. It's going to be so great. Okay.
Thanks for all your work.
Yeah, thank you guys for being patient with me as I figure out my role and what needs to be done and what isn't being done. So I appreciate that. Okay, if you have questions, please email me, whatever, so that way I can help you. If you find that things are weird with your mentee, let us know. Keep us in the loop, please. We're here to support you guys, and so please let us do that. Okay? Look, we'll end 7 minutes early, so good job,
If you
us.
like this meeting, hit the
Okay.
subscribe button below.
Perfect.
Subscribe.
That would be awesome. Okay. Hey, Jacqueline, will you give us a closing prayer?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
But dear Heavenly Father, we're so grateful to be able to meet together. We're so grateful for this gospel and for being thy son. Please bless that we'll be able to reach out to our mentees, that we can support them and lead them and guide them with thee. We're so grateful for this program and for all of the many blessings that we've been given. Please bless that we'll be able to love others and spread the truth. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Just really quick before everybody goes, I promised that this would be over, but I forgot. If you don't remember when your training is, so do you remember each time that we get together, except for this time, we're going to be doing a mentor training. Here in our Google Drive, there's a mentor meetings, and here's our mentor list of when you guys are doing trainings. Okay? I don't think, let's see, Mallory's the first new one in January, so everybody else is good for a little bit. Okay? So that's just in there in case you have forgotten that. Okay.
I don't
cool.
see my name at all. Is that?
It's not in there. You and I are going to chat. Yeah.
Qué bueno.
Okay. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good night. Have a good week.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.